Hello everyone, welcome back to our video series. My name is Dr. Susie Villalobos, and I am the Director for the National Hispanic Latino Prevention Technology Transfer Center. Thank you for joining us today. In today's video, we will be discussing prevention of domestic violence among Hispanic and Latino communities. We'll be going over the specific types of abuse, their impact on Hispanic and Latino communities, and ways to prevent, recognize, and address domestic violence. To start, let's define domestic and intimate partner violence. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, domestic and intimate partner violence can be generally defined as willful intimidation, physical assault, battery, sexual assault, and/or other abusive behavior as part of the systematic pattern of power and control perpetrated by one intimate partner against another. The definition can be further broken down into subcategories of abuse. Physical abuse is when a person hurts or attempts to hurt their partner by using physical force. Sexual abuse is forcing or coercing a person to engage in a sexual act that they do not consent to. Psychological abuse is the attempt to cause mental and emotional harm and exert control. This can take place through manipulation, threats, withholding communication, or other forms of coercion. Verbal abuse is a type of emotional abuse in which words communication is utilized to intimidate, manipulate, or harass another person. Stalking is repeated unwanted contact that can cause fear or concerns of safety. This can happen both in person and digitally. For example, when someone finds new ways to contact their ex-partner after they have already blocked their number. Financial or economic abuse is when access to financial resources are limited or controlled, creating a forced cycle of codependency for the victim. Spiritual abuse is when religious and spiritual justification is used to harm and control others. Often these types of abuse happen during the cycle of violence. The cycle of violence is a pattern of harmful acts that can occur with high emotions and revenge or punishment. This cycle of behavior is often repeated during the duration of the abusive relationship. Victims of abuse can be anyone, but abuse can especially be harmful to individuals in already vulnerable situations, such as immigrants. Abuse related to one's immigration status can look like 1. Isolation, when communication with friends and family is prevented or when someone is physically removed from their community without transportation. 2. Threats, such as threatening disclosure of legal status or possible deportation. 3. Intimidation, such as destroying or withholding crucial legal documents that may grant them access to the relationship. 4. Manipulation, regarding citizenship or residency, such as intentional sabotage of legal status, for example, refusing to file immigration papers. 5. Economic abuse. This can look like withholding documents needed to secure employment or falsifying reports to employers regarding immigration status. And 6. Using children, such as threatening to harm or hurt their children involved in the relationship or taking them away if the police become involved. While domestic violence can be difficult to navigate, there are warning signs associated with abuse. Some warning signs that you may be in an abusive relationship may include if your partner engages in threats of harm, whether harm to self, you, your children, your family, or your pets, suggestions that you do not have any worth or not worthy of love, attempts to isolate you from your friends and family, attempts to control your behavior and monitor your movements and whereabouts, suggesting that you're crazy, persistently criticizing you, blaming you for everything going wrong, causing you to feel undue guilt or persistent criticism. Your feelings may also be warning signs of being in an abusive relationship, including questioning if you can talk to your spouse or partner without some type of fear or retaliation, feeling controlled, or feeling afraid to talk about what is happening to you and your partner. To prevent domestic violence and abuse, It is important to set healthy boundaries in your relationship. Some healthy boundaries may include allowing each other space to spend time with friends and family, trusting each other, ensuring you feel comfortable in trying new things, having the ability to express your needs, your wants, and your desires, and finally, having the ability to give consent. Domestic violence and interpersonal violence can impact people with marginalized identities, especially people in the Hispanic and Latino community. Abuse can affect Latinos' emotional or physical health in many ways, such as developing post-traumatic stress disorder, struggling with low self-esteem, trust issues, anger, overall stress, eating disorders, anxiety, depression, and thoughts of suicide. Victims can also struggle with chronic pain, difficulty sleeping, and unhealthy coping strategies. To prevent domestic violence and interpersonal violence in your community, you can seek to identify and define the problem where it occurs, knowing the warning signs of abuse, identifying risk factors for violence, promoting healthy relationships, bringing awareness to families, schools, churches, communities, youth group, law enforcement agency, social services, and knowing your community's resources to create those strategies that make sense for your culture and your community. We thank you for watching this video. Remember, you can find the same content in Spanish on our NHL PTTC website. Come visit our pages next month for the latest content, and we invite you to join our Juntos network to get a glimpse at our upcoming events. Please share this video with your family, friends, and colleagues. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, we are all in this together. Until next time, thank you.